Hello, we're back and we're here to talk about Space Amoeba, which is a strange movie. So this is I think another bootleg I bought up a while back, because I generally like to buy bootlegs of Kaiju films. I just like owning them, even if they're bootleg. There's something nice about having it in the collection. So, Space Amoeba. It's a strange one. It feels like you feel like it's very 1970s kaiju with it, which it is. The first one was 1970. Well, this movie is 1970. Not the first one, but I'm more talking about like Godzilla, where they start getting a little cheaper. Is the best way of putting it. I feel like they know they aren't gonna earn as much, and they don't put as much money into it. Especially the octopus, or I guess this one is, what's it called? Is Gaizora, Gainame, Kayambe, Kaizen, Nike, no Taiji. Oh, yeah, Gaizin, Gaine, Kamoas, decisive battle, giant monsters of the South Seas. Now, let me read you the plot for this, because it's wild. It's pretty short. It's a few little paragraphs, but I'll read it so I can kind of just go over the plot and also remember it for myself. It certainly helps. The Helios 7 space probe is sent on a mission to study the planet Jupiter. While on its outward journey to the gas giant, the probe is overtaken by the Space Amoeba, an amorphous parasite extraterrestrial. The probe returns to Earth and crashes to South Pacific, where the amoeba leaves the device and inhabits the body of a cuttlefish, causing it to mutate into what is called Gaizora. The tentacled kaiju begins attacking ships and islands in the area. A photographer named Kobo and his entourage land in Sagyo Island for a photo shoot, but their camp is attacked by Gaizora. Because of its mutation, the creature can create extremely cold temperatures with its body. While the survivors discover the Gaizora is vulnerable to high temperatures, Kodo and his friends use a leftover Japanese World War II munitions bunker to set fire to the monster. Severely burning the creature, it retreats to the water where it dies. Later, the Space Amoeba possesses a stone crab, mutating it into Ganymes, attacking the surrounding islands. Luckily, the humans manage to lure Ganymes into a pit and destroy it with explosives. Amoeba survives a second time and flees into the surrounding jungles, plotting its revenge. The Space Amoeba decides to control two Earth creatures this time. Another Ganymes and a Mata named Camobeus. The two creatures raid the human camp. Luckily, Kondo realizes the two creatures' weakness, supersonic waves, by releasing a storm of bats. The amoeba loses control of its creations, Ganymes and Kiboras. No longer under control, go berserk and begin to attack one another. The humans using more explosives cause the volcano to erupt, engulfing the Space Amoeba and the two monsters. So yeah, this is wild. I don't know about this film. Like I said, it's directed by Ishihiro Honda, but I get the feeling they started to lose money, But they were starting to not get as big a budgets as like films from maybe the 50s and 60s were getting. Yeah, you look at it and go, oh, this was the second to last film that he directed. Ishihiro Honda directed before the last Godzilla of the Showa era. It was like, yeah. And maybe it was, when did he? Yeah, he died in the 1990s, maybe just retired, but I don't know. Just feels like slowly winding down, and you're like, yeah, maybe we don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. It's The effects aren't great. The acting's generally good. It's a short one. For some reason on the box here, it lists it as 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is wrong. It's like an hour and, I think, 23 minutes? So it's pretty short as a film. Because originally it was like, oh, I watched the previous film first, because I was the one we watched, blanking on the name, I'm going to just pull it out of my collection. I've got it right here. Oh, Atricon. So I was like, oh, this one says it's a lot shorter. This one says it's like 90 minutes. And I was like, oh, I'll watch that one first. And I watched this one. I watched the longer one second. Because normally stuff takes setup, and I'm like, oh, no, this one's a lot shorter. But yeah, you got crazy creatures, and it's just like it's also one of those villains of just like, attack things. Why? Because. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know. Is it one of my favorites? No, I'm trying to remember if there's anything about the film I really liked. It's hard to tell, honestly. I think that as far as I can tell, the acting was decent. It's just overall, it's just a bit. It kind of falls flat as a movie. Yeah, it didn't quite grab me in any particular way, because it's not really saying anything. It's just alien evil, which we've seen, but it's a lot better when the alien is more human-like, or can talk to people and, you know, does those kind of things, not just I will control people, I will control creatures, fuck you. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was just looking at the Wikipedia page. It was like, Eiji Ore wrote the original script for this film in 1966 as a proposed joint venture between Toho and UPA under the title Great Monster Assault. The script was considerably more ambitious than the finished product, featuring alien monsters invading Earth and submerging entire continents. Fucking hell. Production of the film did not begin until 3 years later, in 1969, when the project first appeared on Toho's production lineup. Still under its original title, Orgo's script was heavily altered, removing the global scope of the original script, moving the setting entirely to the fictional South Seas islands of Surigao Islands. Reacher once later said they believed that the film went through 3 drafts, and stated the original draft featured the alien invaders attacked with nuclear weapons. Despite his failing health, Toho's longtime special effects director, Eiji Tetsubara, expressed his desire to be involved with the production. As such, was credited as the film's special effects supervisor, while the former pupil, Sadamosa Akikawa, acted as director of special effects. However, Tetsubara passed away just 2 days after the start of the filming, and is only credited in early promotional materials for the film. Toho rejected the proposal by some staff members to dedicate the film to him. Akikawa was especially angered and refused to talk about the film later in his life. Oh. I mean, yeah, like, that's a bit of a dick move, like, not doing a tribute to the person who, you know, wanted to be involved and did a lot of fucking classic Toho films. Like, I'm just gonna pull up the special effects guy, because he did a lot of stuff. Yeah, Eiji Tetsubara. I'm bad with these names. Yeah, he passed away the same year the movie came out. Yeah, right at the start of the movie. But yeah, if I like scroll down, Jesus Christ, there's a lot in here. I'm like, fucking hell. Yeah, it's selected filmography. Worked on 250 films over a fucking 5-year decade, and a lot of them classic kaiju films that we love. Yeah, including the original Godzilla. So it's like, dicks. Just fucking tribute the guy who designed a lot of the special effects for a lot of your classic films. I think, yeah, that's understandable. I can fully understand someone just like, no, fuck that. yeah. Yeah, while I think it's one of those ones where it's like, you pop it on in the background, you kind of watch it and just chat shit with friends. I think it's one of those films, honestly. It's not one you properly pay attention to. You just kind of go, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, it's one of those kind of kaiju films you're like, I'll pop it on. But yeah, I think we've talked about it enough. Sorry, just like, although Godzilla does not appear in Space Amoeba, the story does take place in a version of the Godzilla universe, as is referenced in Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I guess it is part of the Toho, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, like a creature, like, it'd almost be a good thing for like an anime or something, of maybe flesh out the Space Amoeba a bit more. You could have it just like, almost be like the Godzilla TV series, where you just have a different kaiju each week that show up. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. Maybe the kaiju, maybe Space Amoeba was in that show the whole time and we never knew. My God. Anyway, that's enough for me. I'm gonna sign off. I think we're gonna mix it up a little bit for a while. I'm doing some other films other than kaiju films at the moment. I'm gonna mix it up. I want to do some what I'm currently tentatively calling martial arts madness. Mostly because it means I can include fighting movies from Western studios, Eastern studios, all kind of, all over the place, worldwide kind of movies. I don't want to limit it to just, a particular brand, so yeah, I want to do a whole bunch of stuff and just mix up a little bit. And eventually I'm going to try and collect a bunch of the King Kong films, because I want to watch those, so I can go through those before we eventually get to the new, I'm part of my kaiju commentary doing Godzilla vs. Kong, even though I've already watched it. I'd love to do those as part of that. But yeah, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to see you guys later. But for now, I say to you, live long and prosper. And hopefully, I'll see you for the next video, whichever one that may be.